Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to talk about where to stress. What are the rules related to word stress? So let us just begin with the basic principles, which says that every word with more than two syllables will always have one primary stress. But if the word is a long word, you may have secondary stress as well. If you don't stress on the right word, wrong stress can change the meaning and make the comprehension difficult. Now, coming to the two syllable rules, if you have a two syllable word, which is a noun or which is an adjective, you have to stress on the first syllable. Like in the word table and in the word happy, please look at the screen and look at the bold capital letters in the word table and happy. But if it is a verb or it is a preposition, then you stress on the second syllable. Now let's talk about the suffix rules. In some suffix, we have the stress before the suffix. In some, we stress on the suffix. In some, we stress a little early from the suffix. And in some, the stress is on the root word. So please have a look here and put stress on the capital letters when you read these words like geology, electric, employee, because the stress is on the suffix, electric, and readable. Okay. Now, coming to the next rule, if you have a compound word and you have two nouns, stress will be on the first noun. But if you have two words where one is adjective, another one is noun, then stress will be on the noun. Now, if we talk about sentences, there are some general rules. If there is a noun, verb, adjective, main verb, and adverb, these are always stressed, but the functional words like articles, prepositions, auxiliaries, and pronouns are weak. If there's a new information, you have to stress on the new information, but if it is a given information, you do not stress there. Now, contrastive stress. If you have to show the contrast, I wanted tea, not coffee. So tea is will be stressed. Every sentence will have at least one stressed word. So if I look at the examples, I can ski. So ski is the important information. So it is stressed. But if there is no noun or main verb or adjective or adverb, then also because every sentence has at least one stressed word, so you have to stress on one of the word at least. So in the word I will, we are stressing on will. Each comma, like whenever you have a comma, just before the comma, you put a stress. When he arrived, okay? And if you have auxiliary verbs, we don't stress. But if it is a negative auxiliary verb, then you need to stress there. I can go. He must not fall. So because you're stressing, that's an information. So we stress on the negative auxiliary verbs. Now, phrasal verb. That means when you have two verbs, the stress goes on the second word, like go on. On is the second word. But if you have a phrasal verb with an object, like put it is a phrasal verb, in becomes the object pronoun. So object pronoun will also be stressed. Put it in. Now, if you have a noun there, then the stress goes on the noun. Like put the video in. Terminal pronouns are not stressed. What are terminal pronouns? The ending pronouns. Okay. It's like I like him. So you will have to stress on like and not him. Now, when you have number nouns, you have to number and a noun, number and noun. You stress on both. 6 o'clock, $5. Okay. Now, connected speech. When you have a linking thing, means you, if you see here, there's a consonant and there's a vowel link. Just a minute. Okay, so like an apple, we are linking an apple. So there's no gap between an and apple. So when this happens, this is called catenation. When does it happen? When you have a consonant and a link which is starting with a vowel. So apple, a is a vowel sound. So an apple. You say it straight. You link it. Go out. Okay. Dropping sounds. Now sometimes we drop the sounds like next door. So T is dropped. Handbag. N becomes M. So ND, D is dropped and N is changing to M. Handbag. Next door. Okay. Most common. When you say most common, you don't you drop the T. So you have to drop T, you have to drop D, you have to drop H. And if it is an N, just before the letter you have dropped, like in handbag, D you have dropped, and N will change to M, which is called assimilation. We are doing in the next, where the sound changes. So if it is N, the sound changes to M, 10 boys. Okay, Green Park. And T becomes K, so that case. So N becomes M, T becomes K, that's assimilation. Intrusive sounds. Now, intrusive sounds is like R after a vowel in a non-rhotic accent. Okay. J after front vowels and W after back vowels. So, what are non-rhotic accent? Saw it. You put an additional r sound, okay, when it is a non-rhotic accent. What is non-rhotic accent? There's a difference between American English and British English, where you don't stress on the R, and then it's called non-rhotic accent. I will make a separate video explaining this in detail. And so this is all because of the need was to have an ease of articulation, maintaining the stress timed rhythm. So just to maintain the rhythm and ease of articulation, these changes have been happened over the period of time. We can call it as historical development. So it's not wrong if you stop there, intrusive R, but mostly we just skip that because of the historical development, because of the ease of articulation, because of to maintain the stress timed rhythm. Don't worry if you have any problem on this, because I'll make a separate video to explain what is intrusive sound and what is non-rhotic accent. Weak forms. Now, schwa is a weak sound. So function words reduce. So that is a weak schwa sound, where like in the word can, to, these all are functional words where we don't put a stress. So strong forms only when emphasized. If you have to emphasize, then you put a stress. I said the car, not a car. So the and you are stressing because you want to emphasize. So whenever you are emphasizing, you are putting stress. Intonation, falling. Now sometimes your pitch goes down, sometimes your pitch goes high. So falling and rising. Intonation is falling and rising. She's in London. So WH questions. Where is she? She's in London. So that's a falling statement. But if it is a yes and no question, then you have the rising pitch. So is she in London? So you are increasing the tone. But when you are answering, or when it is a WH question, you go down. She's in London. So, and sometimes you have the fall and the rise, like uncertainty and then politeness. Well, maybe. Okay. So when there's an uncertainty, we fall and then we rise. Then comes rhythm in English. Okay. So stress timed language. So that's as I told you, that's a historical development. And then we have stress syllables occurring at regular intervals, and unstressed syllables are shortened to fit. Linking weak forms and intrusive sounds help maintain rhythm. So this is all about rhythm, because even if we talk about schwa, so there are so many words where you don't stress just because of the historical development and because of the rhythm and because of the ease of articulation. Okay, linking weak forms and intrusive sounds help maintain rhythm. Stress clash and stress shift. Two stress syllables together. 13 men. Okay. Now, teen and men. That is two stress coming together. English shifts stress slightly to smooth rhythm. 13 men. Okay, so there can be a stress clash. How do you want to communicate, and how you are giving that information will decide the rhythm of your tone, okay, rhythm of your sentence. Okay, so in the first example, 13 men. Now, as I told you in the beginning, how do you stress changes the meaning? And 13 men. So it all shows how and in what context and what reference you are speaking. Special cases, so numbers. If it is a number, stress both the parts. 39 years old, 23. Okay. Acronyms. Okay. NASA. So all four letters, loan words like make, he, foreign, stress, cafe, proper nouns, New York and New Jersey. So just when you are reading, stress on the capital letters, as I've already told. So these are all the special cases where you have, like in 23, 23, 9 years old. So numbers, you have to stress. Then you have acronyms, NASA, NASA, loan words, cafe, make he, foreign, stress. So cafe, you are having the foreign stress, and the proper nouns, New York, New Jersey. Okay. So when you have a proper noun, you have to focus on the two words like New York. So new is being focused. New Jersey. Now in the word Jersey, even Jer is also stressed. So these all are special cases. And why these happen again and again? The same thing: ease of articulation, rhythm, clarity, and focus. Okay. These all are the references. So if you want this PDF file, you can message me. You can type in the comment section where you will get the entire PPT, and it was just an introduction part. If you want to get more detailed workshop on this, you can comment in the chat, and you can always WhatsApp me on 954992296 I'll repeat: 954992296